Dr. Sakadi, my
Yes.
warmest congratulations for winning the inaugural Angela Vincent Award at the 24th World Congress Neurology at Dubai. Very well done. Congratulations. I'm aware that you have been doing tremendous amount of work at CHAD, the promoting better brain health for Chadians. Tell us your experience of winning this inaugural Angela Vincent Award at 24th World Congress Neurology. What does it mean to you? Then we'll come back to your project, which led to win this amazing award.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to talk with you for this. First of all, I have to thank all the team because it was the work of all the team, and it was a hard work when you are doing this study. And I'm very glad to be honored by the award, and it's giving me more strength to do more research again. So I'm very happy about this for this award.
Dr. Sakadi, I do know that you have been doing tremendous amount of work in CHAD. Our viewers in the sense World Federation Neurology YouTube channel viewers, they probably, many of them would not know where CHAD is, and they give us a sort of a rough idea of your beautiful country, CHAD, and the challenges that you face promoting better brain health among Chadians.
Chad is a big and beautiful country with more than 1,280,000 square kilometers, and with more than 15 million people. And but the problem is that the medical health is is not promoted here. We as neurologists, we are only two now working. The third who was working in the private is now not working. So we are only two, and we have more two people who has come right now to start. So it's very difficult to work with for neurology because we have very few neurological here. Anyway, my country has a big problem with medical medical, what do you say, medical trouble, because we have so many neurological disease and we don't have a specialist to work with us. And my aim is to work hard and find more and more specialists to help us treat Chadian people.
I can promise you, Dr. Sakadi, that we won't leave you alone. World Federation Neurology, I'm talking on behalf of our whole team. We will try our very best to support you, and I'm sure other like-minded organizations such as American Academy of Neurology, International Headache Society, International League Against Epilepsy, Movement Disorder Society, these international societies would be very keen to support countries like Chad, as you all are real heroes trying to look after patients with brain problems despite the meager resources.
Yeah, I'm very happy that I'm very grateful, and all our country is very grateful to be helped by World Federation of Neurology, and waiting for future collaboration.
Now, Dr. Sakadi, tell us about your project. You established a free epilepsy clinic despite the limited resources. This would be a very inspiring story for most other neurologists, even in the countries with enough resources. They might not say they have got enough resources, but compared to countries like Chad, their resources would be huge. So tell us about how you embark on this project and what you actually did.
And our first aim in this project is to help people without resources to be seen by specialists. Actually, we know that epilepsy is not a good disease, and it can help people to be independent, like children. As you know, in our study, children who can't go to school because they're doing seizure, and some elder people cannot working because they are doing seizure, and we have some stigmatization. So my aim is to explain this disease to all the population, to tell them that it's not do not do the stigmatization, and maybe help people to be with treatment uh, and taken care very well by the medical doctors.
Right. How many patients the attend your free clinic that you establish?
Now we are more than there are no more than 260 patients that we are registering, and the studies is continue, and we are trying to find another type to another objective, and to do another study about it. So, and we wanted to develop this around the Africa, with the countries with limited resources, and help people, those people, epilepsy patients, to be taken care very well.
Did you manage to the classify all epilepsies according to current classification of International League Against Epilepsy? Did you have access to perform EEGs on these patients?
We have with our study, we get the standard UEG from America. That's for Guinea, but talking in Chad, I don't have a EEG device or electrodiagnostic device.
So for the whole Chad, there is no EEG machine available at present.
There's no UEG machine available.
Right. So you basically classify epilepsy on the basis of clinical features as much as you can.
Yes, this is the matter. I went even to Morocco for 1 year for training, 1 year trainingship, was supported by World Federation of Neurology, and I just come home, and we don't have a device to classify very well the epilepsy seizures. So we have to do with what we have. As you know, our government do not, they have to be warning about all this, and they are not very ready to help us for that.
Right. And the if let's say, Dr. Sakadi, that some kind donor who is watching our YouTube channel somewhere in the world decide to donate a portable EEG machine to you, if that happens, how easy it is for you to train an EEG technician in Chad?
First of all, now, as alone, as the only one in electrophysiologist, I think that it will be very difficult. For now, it's better to send some medical doctors who would like to be trained in this EEG machine, send them in another country to learn, like I did, and come back later. It's better to make a team before training
Technicians.
some medical doctor here.
Right. So they are desperately looking for an EEG machine, as I take it, so that you can do a better job
Exactly.
than what you are doing. How about offering medications? Do you have access to anti-epileptic drugs to your patients?
We have some medical, but in the pharmacy, but not much expensive, but it's difficult for patient to buy it, as an economic problem. Anyway, we don't have and I plan to ask maybe some what do you call, those who are doing, who can give us some drugs that can expire, like with 6 or 6 months or 1 year expired, so we can just if the people failing, it will be very easy for those people because taking medicine every day for a year, for 2 years, for 3 years, it will be difficult for those who do not have much economic resource.
Right. What are the anti-epileptic drugs you have access to in Chad?
In Chad, we have phenobarbital that we are using every time. We have carbamazepine. We have um, what we call for what do you call like diazepam?
Right.
Forgot in English.
Right.
And these are the three types of medicine that we have in Chad here.
So you don't have access to sodium valproate
Levetiracetam and
or phenytoin.
no, we don't have.
So obviously you don't have access to any of the new. They are not so new now. Things like levetiracetam and those things you don't have access at all.
No, we don't have.
Right.
We have even we have what do you call talk about God. Sorry, I forgot the name of this drug.
No, that's okay. That's
Depakin,
okay.
yeah,
Right.
Depakin, yeah, Depakin. I'm
Right.
looking for this word.
So that's okay. So I think the viewers would get that you have very limited access to medications, and even with limited access, patients can't afford to have those medications as their income is much less compared to the cost that they have to spend the money on these drugs. I would assume that the most patients with epileptic seizures would probably go to faith healers, thinking that these are caused by some sort of evil force rather than epilepsy. Would that be fair to assume?
I didn't get this the question.
No, I'm assuming that given that you have limited number of neurologists, most
Yes.
patients with seizures, they probably go to faith healers and traditional healers rather than doctors, and then think that the seizures are due to some sort of a abnormal evil force rather than seizures.
Yeah, exactly. As for now, more patients are thinking that epilepsy is like a devil disease, so they're going to the traditional healer. So many patients are going there. As you know, only three neurologists in the capital. So we don't have even neurologists in another town. So there's so many patients that is not worrying about epileptic, and they think that is a devil disease, and they're going to see traditional healer, and they're not taking care of us.
Do you have a medical school in Chad, Dr. Sakadi, where the medical students can graduate in medicine?
Yes, we have a medical school in two cities in Jamena here, the capital, and in Abeshe,
Mhm.
and they are training a year for 60 per medical school, so it can go to 100 a year to be trained in medical school.
Right. And the reason that I asked that question is I saw or I read your ambitious plan a few years back while you were undergoing training in overseas, that your wish is to come back to Chad and establish neurology training and hopefully train 10 to 20 neurologists within the next 10 years. I think you published this in Practical Neurology. Beautifully written piece.
Exactly. So my objective is for the neurological doctors, like neurological specialists. As for now, we have some of medical doctors who, after training, they want to start working because they don't have economic support to continue maybe for specialization. So they are start doing the general medicine, and now I can count over 1,200 medical doctors in Chad. So it's very small for this big country, and for neurologists, as you know, the number already.
Mhm.
So That's why my aim is to train or to train neurologist special.
I think you have an ambitious vision, and as I said, we would try our very best to support you to achieve and fulfill the dreams that you have. I'm sure if you have the will, you will get that job done. Finally, before we wind up this interview, again, the warmest congratulations again, winning Angela Vincent Award for your pioneering work despite the hardships. What is your message to our viewers who would watch this interview?
My message to whom?
Your message to our viewers, rest of the other neurologists from all over the world who would visit our website and watch this video.
So my message is just simple. I would like to thank the World Federation of Neurology for this for this award, because is something that can give you more strong to work in this country. Everything is difficult to be done, and I hope that everybody or every readers can help us to go up and to rise neurological from Chad and from Africa, especially from Chad.
Right. Dr. Sakadi, if the potentially possible neurologists from other parts of the world are in a position to send you medications or to support you to get an EEG machine, are you happy for us to share your contact detail with them?
Yes, I will be very happy. All my country will be very happy for that. So
right.
We hope that we can get all we can get aid from that.
As I said, we would continue to support you. Congratulations again. We look forward to hearing or seeing additional work from your team, which is basically a one-man team, I guess, at the moment, when you come back to Rome in 2020.
Thank you very much, and I hope to be there together.
Congratulations again.
Thank you very much. Thank you.